It's midnight. I just crawled out of bed, a warm body still in it. But I can't shake a feeling. I feel normal sometimes, but even my highs are too high. When I love recklessly. When I cry endlessly and without reason. Sometimes I pluck a reason out of my head and try to assign it to my tears, but really, there's no method to it. Tonight I feel sick because I can't remember. There's a lot I can't remember. Birthdays, faces, names. But this is bigger than that. What I do remember is a conversation I had with my mother. It was a couple of years after my daughter was born. I must have been 19. I think someone in the family may have recently died because we were talking about death. She said she wanted to be cremated, that she couldn't stand the thought of being eaten by worms. I agreed. It didn't sound pleasant at all. I never liked talking about death with my mother. It made me uncomfortable. As a child, maybe even up until I was 12 or 13, my bedtime ritual was obsessive. I was so afraid of her death that once she tucked me in, gave me a kiss and said goodnight, I would not leave my bed. And if I did, if I had to go to the washroom, get a drink of water, anything, if I got out of bed, I would make her come and tuck me in again. I was so afraid of her death that she would leave me in the middle of the night, that I wanted to be sure that if it happened, that if tonight was the night, that the last thing I ever had from her was a kiss and good night, I love you. Her death was always my biggest fear. So tonight I remember that conversation, her talk of cremation and worms. I remember that she told me in detail that there was a cove or a bay off Vancouver Island that she wanted her ashes to be scattered over. I can't remember the rest, the details. The name of the bay or the cove, or what town it was by, or what it looked like, or why she loved it so much. She never told anyone else. She left it with me, and I can't remember. I wish I could tell her I'm sorry, ask her to repeat herself, promise that I'll remember. Sometimes I think I might have forgotten on purpose, my lame attempt at sabotaging her mortality. Maybe if I couldn't remember where she wanted her ashes scattered, somehow she would never leave me.